faster. So I think this massive rally that I've been calling on the last video, right there at 19K, a bit too early as usual. I think it still has some more juice, some more fuel to go higher. So how did I call the move? It was this stochastic on the weekly right there. It was contracting on the bearish side, and it popped. And I said, when this is gonna pop, you're gonna see a big move, just like it happened on the other side right there. When it was contracting to the upside, it popped down and you got a big down move. And in the past right here, when it was contracting to the downside, and it popped and you got a big nice move. It's not just Bitcoin, happens on all markets. So now the stochastic is very high. Does this mean that it's gonna stop? Well, look at the last time that happened. Stochastic was very high right there, and the price was right here. So that was a very nice ticket for the ride that was to come. It was not the bottom, but it was still pretty good, even though stochastic was very high. So do not get fooled by the stochastic being so high. So another thing, this trend line. You see this massive trend line goes from 2019, supported the price very well, very well. Then there was this unusual event right here, the virus situation, and then it got popped immediately. The pop happened at the trend line, which is a sign that the trend line is a powerful thing happening in the market. And then resistance right here, then support again, and then support again right here. Then when it popped, when a massive trend line pops, either you get a breakout and there's continuation, or it's a fake out and it pops back on the previous side of the trend line, and then a big move in that direction. An example of that is the trend line right here. You get a massive resistance here, then it pops above and everybody thinks it's a breakout. We're gonna see a $5,000 million Bitcoin, but no, pop back down, and it doesn't take too much time before that happens, and then you see a move in that direction because it was all a big fake out. And I think this is what it was, a big fake out, a big trap right there. And the way price is moving according to the trend line is makes me think this was a big trap right there. Now another thing, the moving averages. Let's go look at the daily moving averages. You see this pink moving average is the 377 exponential moving average. Look at how the price is far below it, and with a big gap of space below between the price and the moving average. Well, this has happened before. Look right here. This is the last time it happened. That was before the big pop. And the last time before that was in 2015. Right there, before another big pop. You see price far below the moving average for quite some time. You see like a period of time where the price is below. This is the accumulation period. Accumulation period right there, 2019. Accumulation period right there, 2022. So let's bring out more moving averages. You see right here when the price is bullish, price is far above. The yellow is the 21, and the blue and the white are the 200 exponential and normal moving average. So the price, when it's bullish, it's above the yellow, which is above the blue, above the white, above the pink. That's the order. Then it gets all messed up. This is a bad sign. And then at some point, the moving averages cross here, and you get the prices below the yellow, below the blue, below the white, below the pink. That's the order. And then price moves into them. That's what happened before. Price very strong. It's the pink, white, blue, yellow in order, and then price gets messy. It's a bad sign. And then you get the price, then the yellow, then the blue, then the white, then the pink, and price goes into them. And that's before a big pop. And you see the yellow crosses these moving averages right there, okay, because it moves faster. Same thing happening here, yellow crossing the moving averages. And same thing happened in 2015, same thing here. Above everything, pink, white, blue, yellow, then it gets messy, bad sign. Then the price, you get the price, the yellow, the white, the blue, the pink, and price goes into them. And that's the good sign when you get a big pop. So that's for the moving averages. Everything, including moving averages, is saying this is bullish right now. Now another thing, you get the gaps. Where are the gaps? Oh, is this yeah. Okay, you got big gaps right here. A gap here, a gap here. That's the CME. Gaps always get filled. I know everything could be different this time, but they always get filled. So that's another probability on our side. Same thing for GBDC. Big gap here, big gap here. You even get a gap. Whoops, let's remove these. You get a gap here, and you even get a gap here at 60K. Then the US ETF, big gap here, big gap here, big gap here again, big gap here. So tons of room and tons of magnet action to the upside. Now another thing, the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance right here. A very bullish chart. Look at this. How many times did it have the opportunity to break down? And it never broke down. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the last time being a lower low, which is usually a trappy situation. Price going back up. And look at this, in 2019, when the low happened, it started going up. And that's when you got the big pop to 14K. Price was the money was moving from altcoins to Bitcoin because everybody was PTSD from all this crash happening, trying to go to safety. So they went to the safest crypto, which was Bitcoin. So Bitcoin dominance went up. So it really seems like this is happening right now. And there was such a big dump here. There's a lot of room right there to the upside for Bitcoin dominance, which would fit the narrative that a big move into Bitcoin is coming. Now, another thing, having cycles. Let's go to the monthly. Monthly is very nice right there. You see stochastic. Every time it's a accumulation period is very low right there. Boom, right there. Boom, right there. Very low, moving up. Very nice. You got a engulfing dildo right there, engulfing candle, I should say. And look at the halvings, or the orange lines right there, vertical lines. 2/3, we're right now 2/3 between two halvings. And 2/3 between two halvings, if you look in the past, it's right here before a big pop. And then another time right here. 2/3 between two halvings was right here before a big pop. So sure, there's a trappy trap, red candle right there, but it's insignificant. So you get a red candle here too, insignificant. Now another thing, stock market. What about the stock market? This time is different. Stock market's gonna collapse, bringing Bitcoin with it. Well, will it really? First of all, before I talk about what's going on with the stock market, let me just brag a little bit. Look at this. This is my channel. Whoops. This is when I said I sold all my Bitcoin at 50K. I'm such an arrogant bastard showing you this video I made more than a year ago when I sold all my Bitcoin at 54K. I'm a bragging son of a bitch. I know. Sorry about that. What I want to show you really is this one. S&P correction. That was my third video I did a year ago, when I talked about the S&P was going to correct. Look at this. Look at this. Very nice, very nice. Pretty much exactly what happened. Look at this. And how did I know about this move coming to the S&P? Well, I was using the contraction of the stochastic once again, just like happened in Bitcoin, happened on the S&P 500 too, and a big move was coming. So it has happened. So what do we do now? Is the move has happened on S&P? Is it going to continue? Is it the big mother of all crashes, or is it going up still? Well, first of all, I don't like the fact that everyone is expecting a big crash. I think it would be the most unusual thing that the biggest crash in history would be the most expected in history. I don't think that's how crashes happen. First. Second, if we look at TA, let's go see to the daily moving averages. Look at this. The yellow was below, during the crash, was below all moving averages. And look at this. The yellow is the 21 is moving up, crossing all moving averages, and now is the highest and price is above it. Has this happened before during crashes? Well, you're gonna see that no, it has never happened. That's the 2008 crash. The yellow moves below. It never even got close to crossing back above the moving averages. Never even got close, and price stayed below them. Same thing in the 2000 crash. Yellow moving average always stayed below all moving averages, never crossed them. Okay, this is the 377 and the 200. Never crossed them. The yellow stayed below. Okay, there was bearish momentum. So this means that the bearish momentum right now on the stock market seems to be breaking. Something's happening. Okay. And if you would go back in the past, in the 60s and 70s, there was another crash. That was when there was inflation, which is similar to right now. And then that was what's happening, more similar than what's happening right now. Look, yellow was below, okay? And then crossed above right here. You see the yellow moving average above all moving averages and price above. And you got a bull market. Then another bear market. Yellow goes below, price goes below. And then the yellow crosses above again. And you get another bull market, and then another bear. And look at this, it did that many times. Cross below, cross above, cross below, cross above, the yellow crossing all moving averages. And that was bear market, bull market, bear market, bull market, bear market. It seems like maybe this is what's happening right now on the stock market. Maybe not, I don't know. What I'm saying is the stock market doesn't look as bad as people may think. That's just my take. Now, gold. Look at gold right here. How did gold, which is the market that I think is the most comparable to crypto and Bitcoin, because it's the same kind of mentality people have when they bought gold in the past, and right now is the same kind of mentality. They want to protect themselves from inflation. They don't trust the dollar and all that. It's kind of similar mentality that brings people to gold and to Bitcoin. Well, in 2008 crash, look at this. Gold didn't crash all that much, and then explosion. In the 2000 crash, gold didn't crash all that much, then explosion. If you go look at the crashes in the 60s and 70s with inflation, even crazier. Look at this. It was just complete explosion right there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So, and right now, what happened to gold, you got a double top, then a crash close to the virus situation times, and then back almost to all-time high. So if you compare that to Bitcoin, double top, price crashes back close to the virus situation times, and now going back up. Is it going to go back up right here? If it does the same thing as gold, you'd get a Bitcoin in the 50Ks. And that would fit with the logarithmic wedge, super wedge that everybody's talking about, which is right here. Something like this. With a measured move according to the textbooks, which would bring to 55K. So I don't know, guys. I think there's a lot of things that is bullish on Bitcoin right now. So I'm gonna stick with my call that there's a big, massive rally coming. It's just getting started. It has happened, but it's just getting started. Still tons of room to the upside. Now, does it mean that Bitcoin's not gonna go down eventually and make a lower low? I'm not convinced about that. I find this weekly 21 crossing the 200 like this, I think it's a very bad thing. I'm very concerned about this. So I'm not sure about the medium long term of Bitcoin, even though I'm very bullish on the very long term. I'm not too sure. What I'm very confident is that this move is just getting started to the upside. So we're gonna have some nice couple of next weeks or month. So yeah, that was it. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. And of course, this is not financial advice. I could be very wrong. Most of my calls in the past have been good. I'll brag again, but I have done some bad ones. So don't expect that my calls will always be good. I could be completely wrong, so be careful. But this is what I think. So yeah, that's it. Until next time, guys. Until the next video. Ciao.